We're gonna get started now. It's 11:13, so today we're gonna be making Vietnamese spring rolls. And so we have all of our ingredients laid out, and we're gonna start prepping everything right now.
Yeah, so just a quick background. So Vietnamese spring rolls, the urban legend has it that originally they were made during King Yun's time for his soldiers to be able to have like a quick lunch on the way to battles, on the way to do their service. So that's kind of how this dish was born. So, in order to get started, first of all, we need to go ahead and boil some noodles, and then we also need to boil some shrimp as well. So, we first of all need to clean the shrimp. So, I'll have some shrimp on the side, I'll bring them over, and then we can go through the process of that. So,
And did you get just regular size or like jumbo size shrimp for this?
This one I got large shrimp. Large shrimp works really well for this because we're going to eventually have them. So, having the large ones is really good. So anyways, you're just going to take the extra skin off of them, and then you're going to, after you have the skin removed from all of them, you're going to devein them, and I'll go through that in a minute.
I don't think I've ever deveined shrimp, but I think I've been to a restaurant where they didn't devein them, and they cooked it. And yeah, I found some interesting things in my shrimp that I was eating.
Yeah, not very pleasant. Also, if you don't devein, oftentimes it gives it kind of an unpleasant aftertaste, and it's where you kind of get that really strong fishy taste too. Yeah. So deveining them is a huge plus to actually make them taste better. Yeah. So almost done taking off the outside, and then in order to devein them, what you're going to do is you're going to take the knife and you're just going to run it through. Most of these are already clean, but there's some that have just a little bit in the inside. You can see here, like this one has just a little bit of the vein in the back. So you can just pull it out, and then that way you'll clean them up. And then you can just cut it through, not all the way through, but just about halfway to get that last little bit of the vein out. And then you can do the same thing on the other side. Not all of them have it, but some of them do. And you can just pull that same little vein out of it to help clean the shrimp. So we'll do this real quick for all of them.
Have you ever deveined shrimp, Jenny? Okay.
No. No, that seems kind of crazy. Detailed.
Some stores do have them like
already done. Yeah, I'm sure that's what most people buy.
It really depends on where you go or where you get them. Especially when you get really fresh shrimp, they oftentimes just go ahead and leave it in with the shell on and everything. But that's like if you're getting it from like a seafood market. Yeah. Just the last few. And then after this, we're going to rinse them off, and then we're going to put them on the stove to boil for just a few minutes, about 3 to 5 minutes to be exact.
Do you want me to start up the stove?
Give me 1 minute, and then we can go ahead and put them on. Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to rinse these off real quick, and then we're going to put them on the stove.
Does anyone have any questions so far?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. If you have any questions, you can leave them in the chat, and the moderator will get to it.
Okay. So we're just going to go on to boil for a few minutes. And then we're also going to get some water boiling in order to make the noodles.
Okay. I don't know if anyone heard that, but yeah, we're boiling the shrimp right now and then boiling another pot full of water separately for the noodles that we're gonna throw in and boil.
Yeah. These are vermicelli noodles. So they're a Vietnamese type of noodle, very thin, made from rice. So once that water's boiling, we'll go ahead and throw the noodles in there for about 3 to 5 minutes as well. So while that's getting ready, we can actually do the vegetable prep. Okay, cool. So what we're going to start by is we're going to cut one lime in half. We're going to make a sauce with it. And then we also have some garlic that's going into a sauce. and then carrot that goes into the spring roll itself along with the herbs that we have on the side. So I will let you cut the lime. I'm going to work on peeling the carrot.
Awesome. All right, is this a good halve?
Yes,
okay.
That one's perfect. Okay, and then
Crush the
yeah, you can crush it.
So I'm just gonna go ahead and crush the garlic clove. Fill it.
Yeah, and then for the garlic, what we're gonna do is, since it's going into the sauce, we're going to finely dice it so that way it all comes together at the end. Yeah, I can go ahead and work on that. And this one's like a really easy and quick lunch. Like if you just have 30 minutes in between classes and you want something light and fresh, spring rolls is definitely where it's at. And then oftentimes you can put lots of different vegetables in. Traditionally, it doesn't always have carrots or cucumber or other things in it, but if you're looking for ways to just add extra vegetables to your dish, that's another way you can add in just like extra herb. You can add in carrot, you can add in cucumbers, even avocado sometimes if you'd like. But yeah, the options are endless with it.
And yeah, I see like a lot of people add cabbage to it. Mm-hmm. I was just thinking like I love ginger, so I'd probably add that to my sauce. I just like adding ginger to anything. So
yeah, no, it's really good. Sometimes I add a little bit of ginger too.
And then do you want me to start?
Yeah, you can go ahead and squeeze that lime juice into our sauce bowl.
So I'm just going to squeeze all of this out. These are very ripe limes. Oh, good job dicing it.
Thank you. Yeah, we want it nice and fine for this. And then once you're done with that, I'm going to go ahead and throw in the garlic into the same bowl.
It's going to be an interesting little palette. Very like fresh and like, I don't know, it's going to have a lot of flavor.
Yeah. So while Kaylin's going ahead and squeezing the lemons, we're going to go ahead and julienne the carrots and just make them super fine to go into the spring rolls. So in order to do that, you're going to just cut them in half, like so, and then you're just going to do very thin, long slices. Okay, we got that.
And then this is how thin our slices of carrot were.
Yeah, and then we're going to go ahead and cut these in half again so that they're really nice and thin. So the garlic, you can go ahead and go into this.
Now we have our garlic and lime juice mixture in here. And for the shrimp, right?
Yes,
okay.
But
you'll know when they're ready.
Yeah, you're just basically looking for them to turn to a nice pink color, and then you'll know they're done. So, Kaylin, you can go ahead and check to see if they're at that pink color yet.
Yeah, they are.
They are? Okay, so once they've reached their pink color, then you can just turn them off, and then we're going to run it under some cool water. Yeah, you can go ahead and do that. Then by the end, with your carrot sticks, you'll have pieces like this big. I think you guys can see them. Okay. How's the water looking over there for the noodles? Is it boiling yet?
Little bubbles, I think. Yeah, that means boiling, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like a lot of bubbles going on, like popping everywhere, but yeah.
Yeah, so once your water's come to a boil, then we can go ahead and add some of the vermicelli noodles. So I'm going to go ahead and add about a handful. There's no exact amount that you really need to add, but for ours, I think we'll just do, let's see, about this much plus a little bit extra.
And they cook super fast. Like once you put them in boiled water, I think it's about like 2 to 3 minutes.
Yeah. Unlike most traditional Italian pastas, this one's super fast. So
I think it's probably because it's like so thin and made of rice as well. Makes the cooking time much faster.
Exactly. So we're just gonna start with a decent sized handful, and then they're gonna go into the pot of boiling water, and they'll cook for 3 to 5 minutes, and then we'll take them out.
Smells super fresh over here.
Okay. So now, while we're waiting for the noodles, we can finish up the sauces.
Cool.
So in your garlic and lime, you're going to go ahead and add about 2 tablespoons of sugar. So this is just pure white sugar. I think you guys can see that. So that's going to go into here. And then we're going to go ahead and add some fish sauce to this. And then we're also going to add a little bit of chili sauce to the main sauce as well. So this just gets about 2 teaspoons.
And do you normally get all of these ingredients from like Ralph's, or are there any other locations that sell a lot of these?
Yeah, so most of these ingredients you can actually find at Ralph's here. A few things that this fish sauce did not come from Ralph's, but Ralph's does have their own version of fish sauce. You can find it like in the Asian section, along with the same thing with the chili sauce. That's in the Asian section too. So most of these ingredients you can find here locally.
Cool.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So, let's see, we're gonna go ahead and add about
a teaspoon.
Okay, I think we're gonna add actually 2.
Okay, awesome.
So this gets 1. And then we're gonna go ahead and add. Our fish sauce is pretty strong, so it doesn't take that much in order to really create the flavor that we need. And then for our chili sauce, this really depends on just how spicy you like it. You don't necessarily have to put too much in, but for ours, we're gonna just put about just about a teaspoon, a little less than a teaspoon.
Spicy.
It's not yeah. Okay. So a light little stir.
I think I can manage that. Yeah, I'm just gonna stir it over here. That's the combination of what was this, like 5 ingredients right now?
And then we're gonna go ahead and add a little bit of water to that as well to just dilute it.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. Okay. I'm gonna check the noodles real quick.
Yeah.
I'm gonna add some water to this
Okay.
as well. The noodles just have a couple, about 1 more minute.
No, you can mix this.
Yeah. Perfect. So we're gonna add a couple tablespoons of water. This is about 3 tablespoons. And then we're just gonna dilute the sauce. There you go.
Awesome.
And then you can just mix it again. So we're also going to make a second sauce. Typically, this is eaten with like a peanut sauce. but obviously if you're allergic to peanuts, there are other alternatives. So one super quick and easy sauce that you can make is a sunflower butter alternative hoisin sauce. So super simple. All you're going to do is take this is 1 teaspoon, or about 1 tablespoon of sunflower butter, and then you can just add hoisin sauce to it. And then you're going to add I think it's about 2 tablespoons.
Okay,
so
cool. Yeah, because I kind of prefer sunflower butter a little more because it's sweeter, and like hoisin sauce is pretty savory, so I like that those two flavors will like mix together pretty well.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So that, now we can get another spoon real quick, and you can go ahead and stir those two together.
I normally just mix spoons, but I think this is best to not.
Yeah, today we'll keep them all with their own individual spoons. So another sauce that's more common, so this one's obviously a really quick version of it, but then we do have a sauce here on the side that is made from scratch. This one actually has sunflower butter in it. It has tapioca starch, water, brown sugar, and a little bit of soy sauce. So this one's a more traditional, but it does take more time to make. So if you're in a time crunch, the easiest way is to just mix a little bit of hoisin sauce with your sunflower butter or your peanut butter.
Yeah, it took like 30 seconds.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, so we're gonna go check on these noodles real quick.
Awesome.
Are just about done, so we're gonna get a strainer for them.
Okay.
And then now, let's see. We're gonna go ahead and construct them as soon as the noodles get done, and then we'll kind of walk through that process. It's very, very simple with the construction. But
do you want me to go get the shrimp as well?
Yeah. Okay. So you can go ahead and dump off the water, and then we're gonna cut these in half.
Okay. Do you want me to use a knife?
Yeah.
Okay.
So now we're gonna go ahead and set these onto the cutting board, and then you're just going to cut them in half. Okay. Kind of like you're filleting them.
Yeah, this is what the shrimp should look like. Oops. Right there. No? Oh. Okay. They're a little like pinkish orange. They definitely shrunk by like half now. And then can I get another knife?
Sorry. Yours. They're here.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah. You can use.
Like through where the vein was for cutting it?
Yeah. So it's easy to just kind of lay them on their side and then cut them.
Yeah, perfect. Awesome. So yeah, I'm just cutting them right where the vein needs to be, cutting them in half. Now they're into even smaller pieces. I think we started off with 8 jumbo shrimps in the beginning, so.
So now, while you're doing that, we can go ahead and open up our rice bowls. So the rice paper that we have, I have 2 different versions here. One is brown rice and one is white rice. So it's really up to your own preference. These ones I found at Sprouts, so you can find them locally here. These ones I actually, a friend got them for me back in San Jose area, but they do sometimes carry them at Ralph's. It just kind of depends. I went this week, they didn't have them. So another alternative is like the brown rice ones that you can get from Sprouts. Anyways, so let's go ahead and open these up.
I'll move these noodles over here, and then this is the consistency of the noodles right now. As you can see, they're pretty steamy and they're all cooked and ready.
Yeah. Okay, so what we're gonna do, we'll probably just go ahead and assemble them right here on the cutting board. And I'll get a separate plate for us to go ahead and put the prepared ones on.
Okay. Yeah, so we're almost done. Nearing the end. As you can see, this is a really quick recipe, just like we said earlier. It takes about like 30 minutes. So, yeah.
So now, when it comes down to assembly, we have a couple things that are going to go into it. So we have our shrimp, we have our carrots, we have our sauces, and we also have some fresh mint to go in, and then some cilantro as well. Now, sometimes people like to put Thai basil in it, but Thai basil is very, very hard to find here in San Luis Obispo. So if you're wanting something similar in flavor, you can use regular basil, or you can just omit it completely. Personally, I just usually omit it because it's like, well, I mean, if we're going for the authentic flavor, we don't really need it. So, anyways.
I think the mint and the parsley, this was parsley, right?
That's cilantro.
Yeah.
Sorry. It's hard to tell.
But they
the
do
difference.
look the same,
Yeah.
I think those are enough of like a good like flavor and like freshness
Exactly.
to it. Because yeah, this is definitely a very light recipe.
Yeah. And then it also gets some red leaf lettuce into it as well. So,
Sounds good.
now we actually get to construct them. So all you have to do is you're just dipping it in some warm water, only for about a second. I know it looks like it's still very firm, but trust me, it will get very soft very, very quickly. So now that you have this here, you can go ahead and add in your red leaf lettuce and let's add a couple pieces. And then you can add some of your carrots to this. You can add some of your herbs. These have been washed already, so we can just go ahead and put them directly in. Yeah, a little bit more too.
I mean, cilantro. I'm thinking it's parsley.
Perfect. So now, the noodles.
Awesome.
Can't forget the noodles. So we're just going to take a little bit.
I know they're all stuck together right now.
They are a little bit stuck, but that's okay.
Awesome.
It's really up to you how much noodle you want. If you want a lot of noodles, you can put a lot and load it. If you just want a little bit, you can just go by with just how much you're interested in. So now, you can see this is already changing texture. It's a lot softer now.
Yeah, the shrimp is all right now.
Yeah, so actually, one way to make it look really pretty is you're going to go ahead and fold it like so.
Okay.
Along, so you have like your main ingredients kind of in the center. And then you're going to fold this back up, and then you can add your little shrimp pieces right along the back, like so. And then we're just going to roll, and there you have it. So now you can see like the little shrimp that go along the top, and then you can see the veggies underneath.
So yeah, the way we folded it was like, think of it as a circle. We did this, and then we took the back end, and then we rolled it.
It's like you're making a burrito.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So we can do another one just for quick demonstration, just to run through it again.
Yeah.
So this gets dipped in there for just about a second.
And this was cold water or warm water or room temperature?
Kind of room temperature warm. It doesn't have to be hot.
Okay.
But yeah. So now we have that. We're going to go ahead and put our lettuce down. Then you can go ahead and add your herbs, add your carrots. Perfect. Add the noodles.
Oh, yeah. I keep on forgetting about the noodles. I put them on the side.
Very important part of the dish. We love some noodles. Okay. I'm going to just put that on the side. There we go. And again, like we're making a little burrito, you just fold it up. And then you're going to fold the other side. Fold that back piece up and around. And then we're going to go ahead and add our shrimp along that. I think it's going to stay.
Okay.
Yeah. Sometimes at first, it's not as sticky when you first put it down, since it's still trying to absorb that moisture. But you just give it a few seconds, and then it'll kind of stick to itself.
Yeah.
Okay, there's another one. we'll make one more just for demonstration and then the final review. Okay. So, you can add some of that red leaf lettuce.
Yeah, I'd say this recipe is pretty customizable. Again, you can add cabbage instead of lettuce, any other vegetable besides carrots. Like, you can kind of put anything in it. So yeah, a lot of people have freedom when they want to make something like this.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna add a little more milk. There we go.
Awesome.
And then we're gonna add some carrot as well to this. Okay. Again, we're just gonna roll the sides. So we pull it up, push it down, and pull up the opposite side. And then I'm just gonna give it a second. It's still not quite as sticky, but it just needs a minute for the moisture to actually get into the rice paper, and then it'll become more sticky. So now you can already see it's beginning to stick a lot more. So now we can add our shrimp again, right along back side of it, and then you're just going to roll it up like your burrito, and there you have it, another one. So once you're finally done rolling all of your spring rolls, then you can go ahead and serve it with your two sauces.
Yeah.
So that's pretty much it. It's very straightforward, very basic, but yeah, if you guys have any questions, feel free to go ahead and chime in. You want to be our test subject? You want to try one?
I guess so. I'm excited. I'm very hungry, especially after lecture this morning.
Yeah.
Looks good. It looks great, you guys.
I'm going to do it with the light and fresh sauce.
Okay.
Well, there's gonna let's see.
This is
really good.
On Thursday afternoon.
Very refreshing.
Oh, sorry.
No, you're good.
Thank you.
Of course.
Looks delicious, you guys.
So,
healthy too.
There you have it. That is Vietnamese fresh spring rolls. Super simple. We got it made today, I think, under 30 minutes. So, yeah, super doable. If you need a quick lunch and you don't want to have to go out and actually buy something, easy to just come home from class, make this in your kitchen. Super easy, super simple. So, yeah. All right. We'll take any questions that you have. Otherwise, yeah, that's all we have for you today. Oh, and then one other thing to kind of accumulate everything that we've been working on our project. So we have actually created like a YouTube channel with several other recipes from various cultures. So a part of our project, since we're the CP Traveling Kitchen team, we've created like a list of different recipes and different foods from different countries, and we've actually taken this opportunity to explore our cooking horizons. So we have made like a total of 5 different recipes over the course of our project, and we actually have them all available on our YouTube channel. So if you guys would like to go check those out after class, we'll go ahead and add our YouTube channel to the chat, and we'll email it to you guys as well. We also have recipe cards that go along with each of these recipes to make it really easy to follow along. But yeah.
And then all of the recipes that we'll have, they kind of follow like a full meal in a day. So we have like breakfast, lunch, dinner, snack, and a dessert. So you definitely can incorporate all of these into like a few meals here and there, or just have a full day where you follow all of my recipes.
You want to talk about some of the countries that we had?
We had Sweden, which the chocolate cake we made. How do you pronounce it?
Kladdkaka.
Okay.
We actually learned about it from one of our foreign exchange students in our class. So shout out to her. Huge help with this.
You had a few?
Yes, I had also So I have my father's Bolivian, so we also had explored some different Bolivian dishes. So we made this traditional chicken stew called sakta. So we also have a YouTube video for that as well if you want to go check it out. And then we had made some pão de queijo. They're like Brazilian cheese breads, super tasty little snack, very simple to make as well. And then we also had done mango lassi from India.
Super refreshing. And that recipe is super easy. It's like 5 minutes of prep time and then ready to drink it, which is nice on like a hot day like this.
Definitely, yeah. And then we also had Japanese chicken katsu. Yeah, and that was another really nice dinner if you're looking for something to make at home that's fairly simple. Chicken katsu is definitely a good go-to. Wow. But yeah, all those recipes will be linked into the YouTube channel, and then we can go ahead and send out recipe cards to you guys to your emails after this. So
yeah, awesome.
All right. Yeah, we got it in the chat there, so you can go ahead and check it out.
Okay, thank you all for attending. If you have any like last minute questions, just let us know right now. But yeah, we'll stick around for a few more minutes and yeah, I'm gonna finish my spoon. But yeah.